The Tale of Three Little Ducks. In the heart of a glittering valley filled with singing streams and rainbow-colored trees, there was a small town unlike any other. It was called Quackville, a bright and bubbly place where ducks walked on two legs, wore tiny hats, and rode scooters made of marshmallows. Quackville was home to three little ducks, Dabble, Waddle, and Pip. They weren't just ordinary ducklings. They were the most curious, adventurous, and slightly clumsy ducks in the entire town. Dabble was the oldest. He had orange goggles, loved inventing things, and always carried a mini duck paddle backpack filled with gadgets. Waddle was the middle duck. She wore sparkly sneakers, loved dancing, and had a laugh so loud it made leaves fall from trees. Pip was the youngest. He wore a red cap backwards, adored jelly beans, and could fit into places no one else could. He also had a wild imagination, Dabble. "Today's the day, team. We're going to finish the giggle glider." Waddle, and fly across Quackville into the Wobble Woods. "I packed snacks. Pip. I brought jelly beans. And also a pickle sandwich." Waddle laughs, "Pip, you're so weird, and I love it." The three ducks rushed outside to the backyard, where their invention stood. A bouncy, jelly-fueled flying machine with a pink propeller and rubber duck controls. Dabble, "Ready for the first test flight?" Waddle and Pip, "Ready." They jumped in. The giggle glider shook, sputtered, wobbled, whoosh. Rocket it launched right into the sky, leaving a trail of glitter. But little did they know, their giggling glider had a mind of its own. The glider zipped through clouds, did loop-the-loops, and then Pip, "Why is the sky turning gray?" Waddle, "Where's all the color gone?" Suddenly, the glider lost power and plummeted straight down. Boing! It bounced off a mushroom, ricocheted off a jelly tree, and landed in the colorless zone. Everything was gray. No color, no sounds. Even the flowers looked tired. Dabble, "This isn't Quackville anymore." A voice whispered through the wind, whispering voice, "If you seek to bring back the hue, find the rainbow crystal hidden from view." Waddle, "Was that a riddle? Who said that?" A tiny gray squirrel in spectacles hopped out. Squirrel, "I did. I'm Professor Nutley. Welcome to the Forgotten Land." Pip, "Forgotten? What happened?" Professor Nutley, "Long ago, a grumpy goose named Gustavo stole the rainbow crystal and locked it in the maze of meh. Without it, all color faded." Dabble, "Then we'll get it back." Nutley, "You'll need to pass through 4 magical zones to reach it, each guarded by a creature of chaos." Their journey began. The ducks waddled onward, following Nutley's map made of jelly. They reached a glimmering pond. But wait, it was floating in the air. Giant lily pads bobbed in place, and a voice echoed, "Voice. To cross you must answer my riddle. Fail and splash." Waddle gulps, "Okay, riddle time. I have keys but no locks. I have space but no room. You can enter but not go outside. What am I?" Pip, "A space pickle." Dabble, "No, it's a keyboard." Voice, "Correct. You may pass." Suddenly, a path of rainbow light appeared. They crossed, laughing and high-winging each other. On the other side they found a glowing feather, a clue feather. Dabble, "One step closer to the rainbow crystal." With a glowing clue feather tucked safely in Pip's cap, the three little ducks waddled ahead toward the whistle-windy woods, where trees sang, leaves giggled, and the wind told stories. Most of them untrue. Suddenly, whoosh! A gust of wind lifted Pip straight into the air. Pip. I'm a flying ducklet. Dabble, laughing, grab him, Waddle. Waddle leapt up and caught Pip midair using a vine swing as they landed. A giant talking tree with a mustache bent over tree. You seek the maze of meh? Then solve this challenge. Make the grumpiest breeze laugh. Waddle. I got this. Hit the beat, Dabble. Waddle starts a silly dance, spinning in her squeaky sneakers, flapping like a disco goose. Pip tosses jelly beans in the air that bounce to the rhythm. Dabble plays duck beatbox. Suddenly, the air started giggling, grumpy breeze. Stop. Up. I can't, ha ha ha. The air burst into colorful swirls, and from it appeared a wind whistle key. They had passed another challenge. Now 2 keys remained, and the maze of meh was drawing closer. Marshmallow Mountain, a towering peak of fluffy pink clouds and sugary cliffs, ruled by the bouncing beast known as Blorp. Pip. I smell candy. Dabble. Careful. The guidebook says Blorp guards the mountain's core, the heart mallow. At the summit, they met Blorp, a bouncy, pudgy creature made entirely of melted marshmallow and googly eyes. Blorp. Solve my squishy riddle or be bounced back to town. Riddle. The more you take, the more I grow. What am I? Pip. A jelly bean stash. Dabble, smiling, nope. It's a hole. Blorp. Correct. But now, survive my jelly bounce test. Suddenly, they were on a trampoline made of licorice, bouncing in patterns. Waddle backflipped. Dabble did a duck roll. Pip spun like a top. Blorp clapped and handed over the squished stone. The third key, and so, with a wind whistle key, clue feather and squish stone, the 3 little ducks reached the dreaded maze of meh, a lifeless gray labyrinth with walls of sighing stone. Dabble inserted the keys. Blick. Whoosh. The gates opened. Inside, everything was boring. The paths went in circles. The sky was dull beige. Then came a voice, low and droning, Gustavo the grumpy goose. So, you've come for the rainbow crystal? Pip. Yes. We're here to bring back color and fun. Gustavo. Bah. Fun is foolish. I like silence, socks, and spreadsheets. He appeared, giant, feathered, and gray. Dabble. You used to be fun once, didn't you? Gustavo, pausing. I used to laugh. Until my prank fell flat and everyone laughed at me. Waddle. Then let us help you laugh with us. Pip stepped forward and told the silliest joke. Pip. Why do ducks have feathers? To cover their butt quacks. Gustavo. Then, a smile cracked. Gustavo. That was ridiculous. And funny. The maze cracked apart. Color burst into the sky. The rainbow crystal floated down, glowing with every hue imaginable as the ducks soared back in their rebuilt giggle glider. The sky shimmered. Flowers bloomed. Rivers sang. They landed in the town square to a cheering crowd of ducks, frogs, geese, even flamingos on unicycles. Parade. Music. Jelly bean fountains. Gustavo, now wearing a colorful hat, danced with Waddle. A week later, the ducks hosted the first annual Quackville Color Festival. Every animal in the valley came to celebrate. Suddenly, the rainbow crystal sparkled and released tiny beams of light that formed dancing animals in the sky. Magic had returned, not just in the world, but in the hearts of everyone. That night, as the stars twinkled, a new map floated down from the sky. Written in glittery ink.it read, "Next stop, Bubblegum Volcano and the Lollipop Lake." Pip. Another adventure. Yes. Dabble. Let's upgrade the glider. Waddle. More sparkles, please. And so, the three little ducklings, Dabble the genius, Waddle the dancer, and Pip the jokester, became legends not just in Quackville, but across the entire land. Moral of the story is: be brave, be kind, and always quack loud.